All right, I'm on the farm again. Nice, quiet, mild, snowy day. And you see that in the mild weather, some bees have gotten out to have a poop, and a couple have died, which is normal. I got a little bit of poop on the hive outside. I think that it's a little bit more than I'm used to seeing, but maybe it's okay. We'll see. Hopefully it's nothing to concern myself with. And these flaps that I got in front of the hive to block the bottom entrance from getting wind blown are looking okay. There's my yogurt shelters. I don't know. The jury's out on that. I don't know if it's, confusing the bees. I don't know if it's working, but we'll see. I'm not used to seeing this much poop, and I don't know if that has anything to do with this. I don't think it should. It's probably just it's been cold and windy for the past little while, and no bees down there, and they just probably haven't had a chance to poop. So anyway, I'm here today to put a rim and some dry sugar over newspaper on the top bars, because I haven't had time to make any sugar bricks or fondant or anything like that. So, and I gotta get to work in about half an hour, so I'm gonna do this quick. And I don't have a smoker, and I have a veil though, so. And these bees are clustering up top. So, last time I checked anyway. And so this could be tangly. Yeah, see, there they are. Oh, put that right there. See? They're right there. So they're right up top. Now, the camera just fell in the snow, so, alright. Let's just see what happens. I can also see this tape is actually holding in, there's a bit of moisture underneath the tape. See, the thing with this is the thing with wraps. It might work as a windbreak, but it can really hold the moisture in to the hive, to the side of the hive too. So, that ain't good. No, they smell like honey. They don't smell like alarm pheromones yet. I'm gonna put my veil on now, because I don't want to get stung in the face. And luckily it isn't very windy today, so. Alright, this is gonna be real quick. I just agitated them a bit by cracking the inner cover. So I'm just going to give them a second to calm down. And I don't have gloves or smoker, so this could be tangly. Oh yeah. Whoop. Oh, daddy. Are they ever clustering up high? See that? That's a lot of bees. Hold on. That's a high clustering bunch of bees. Okay, that's it. I meant to put a hole in the middle and stuff like that. I think I will. I'll just poke a hole. There it is. There's a little bit of hole right there. Hold on. Yeah, some of the sugar's pouring down. But they'll come up through that hole and they'll be able to access that sugar. And that sugar will also help absorb some excess moisture, but that's it. There's definitely some moisture going on the edge. See that? That's moisture seeping into through the cracks. Okay, we're done. They look really hungry. But maybe they could also just be, there might be a mouse in there or something, I don't know. But look, you can just see how moist this rim is. And again, I think it might be partially due to the fact that this rim has no, it's not coated with anything. It doesn't have any beeswax on it, so the wood just absorbs. It's just sucking up that moisture and becoming kind of a sponge. I'm definitely replacing this one too, and I'm replacing all of my inner covers and bottom covers with wax-coated hive components next year. Because that's not killing them, but see that, yeah, I'm gonna find a bit of mold on the edges of this hive in the spring because of that. And because of that extra bit of moisture and dampness, they're not going to, cluster or work their way around those frames. And those frames of honey, if there's any honey on them or whatever, will probably get a little moldy, right? So it's funny, these cracks, right? And just little things like that. Like you put a little bit of duct tape or this silver tape is what I used, and I think it actually held in, moisture got in, and it just kept the moisture inside the hive and didn't let it breathe enough. It didn't let it ventilate enough. So see, it's always a fine balance, right? We talk about having enough moisture in the hive so that the bees can use that moisture to help dissolve the sugar and digest their food. But if you wrap it wrong or anything like that holds moisture in and especially creates around the cracks, it seems, and around those top edge of the frames, they really get moldy. They can get moldy quickly. And then once the bees abandon those frames because they're moldy or just because they're damp, whatever's on there will go moldy and it'll just continue to get moldy. And it's a tricky thing. Anyway, but you can see, look, you can just see the moisture here, right? This, that's soaked into the wood. And again, it's not the end of the world, but it's possible that some of that moisture, there's something moist and gooey going on down below, and the bees just aren't going down in there, even if there's food down there, right? It's strange though that both of these hives, which seem to have lots of honey going into the winter, went up top and they didn't cluster down below. So it makes me think that somehow, maybe a mouse got in each of them, and then I put the mesh on and trapped them in. And anyway, they're okay now, but as soon as I get some good weather, I'm gonna take a look inside and poke around with a stick or something just to see if there's any signs of mice or anything like that. There's no shrews, but it's definitely a concern. Yeah, and see, when I see that much moisture inside the hive, I wonder too if it's as well ventilated as it should be. Maybe they would have been better off without that quilt or that hive pillow. But I don't know. We'll see. And I don't have time to check on this one, but I think they're good. I gave them some sugar bricks last time I was in here. Let me just take a listen. Yeah, I can hear them humming. They're good. Okay, gotta go. And I didn't put any tape around the edge of that. I'm just gonna leave that alone, and hopefully it'll dry out. And if there's any cracks there, I've got this sports strap pushing down on it, so I think that'll seal in any of the cracks. Both of these hives now have enough honey to keep them going for a month easily. So I'm just gonna relax and come back in about a month, hopefully, and they'll still be okay, I guess. I don't know, whatever. We'll see. There's only so much you can do. Yeah, a few bees in the ground. One over here. Yeah. See, the thing with the bees dying in the snow, it's you go, oh no, bees dying all over the place, but they're dying all over the place like this in the summer, but you just don't see them because they're not laying on a white background of snow.